Some of you are still unsubscribed. Shez has been telling me that over 55% of you have not yet subscribed but have been enjoying the content. Please, why don't you go ahead and do the right thing? Click on that subscribe button. Let's go back to the lesson.
All right, let's get into question number 5. So they say to us, we've got a block of mass M that moves along a rough horizontal surface while experiencing a constant frictional force of 3 newtons. Right? They say it passes point X with a speed of 8 meters per second and reaches point Y at a speed of Vy. So this would be point Y, and it has a speed of Vy over there. Right. Point Y is 4 meters to the right of point X. So they say using energy principles only, right? So please, important for you to note those that instruction. So they say show that Vy squared is given by that expression. Vy squared is equals to 64 minus 24 over M, right? So ladies and gents, let's try and look at what happens in that case. So what are the forces that would be acting on this guy as it is moving from X to Y? Well, there's friction that would be opposing. There's the normal force as well as gravitational force, right? So there's a friction, a normal force rather. Just trying to get rid of that. So normal force, but friction is the only force that is opposing the motion in that case. That's the only force that's contributing to the motion of this guy as it moves, as it passes point X to point Y, right? So I'm going to say the net work done. Let me just try and make some space over here. So the net work done is going to be equal to the change in kinetic energy. Okay? But what are the forces that are acting in that case? It's going to be the frictional force. So that's F net times delta X, the cosine of the angle, right? And this is half M Vf squared minus a half M Vi squared. All right. So this is this was our frictional force, and please remember in this case we were given that frictional force value to be 3 newtons, right? So we know this is going to be 3 times the displacement is 4. So that's 4. Now remember, it is opposing the motion. So in that case, that's going to be the cos of 180. Okay. That's a half. The mass is M. Please remember, guys, they had given us that this guy is M values, or M, in terms of its mass. Final velocity. Now, what is our final velocity? Our final velocity is Vy. That's at Y. That's between X and Y. So that's going to be Vy squared, right? Minus a half. The mass is M. And what is our initial velocity? That is going to be 8 squared. Okay. Now remember, we're trying to express Vy squared. Okay. So I'll take everything that is, so that's half M Vy squared. On the other side, I've got a half of 64. 8 squared is 64. So meaning that I end up with minus 32m, right? So 3 times 4, that's going to be 12, but that's going to be minus 12. Okay, I'm going to take the 32m to the other side. So I've got 32m minus 12 will be a half. I'm just going to switch this thing off. It does tend to disturb us a bit. Okay, and it looks like my pen is frozen a bit. Okay, so just going to close this. And let's see if it gets better. Yeah, these things happen, hey? All right, so we're still saying, so that's going to be minus 32, and that's 32m minus 12. That's going to be equal to a half of m vy squared. So to get rid of, or rather to make vy squared the subject of the formula, I have to divide both of them, both sides rather, by half m, right? Please, I'm just going to try and erase all the other stuff here to make space. And so, ladies and gents, I've got 32 divided by half m, that would give me 64, right? M divided by m, those would cancel, and half divided by, or 12 divided by half, that would be 24 over m. And this would be equal to vy squared. And ladies and gents, that is exactly what they asked me to prove, that we've got 64 minus 24 over m. Right, and now let's go to the next question. They say the block then moves up an incline that is at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. The block experiences a frictional force of 2 newtons as it moves a distance of 5.03. Right, up the incline and comes to rest. Now, I note that it will come to rest at this point. Okay, they say using energy principles only, calculate the mass of block M. Now remember, I've got value for Vy squared over here, right? And I know that the final velocity is equal to 0. So I'm going to say the net work done is going to be equal to the change in kinetic energy. So let me start on the right-hand side. So this is going to be a half m Vf squared minus a half m Vi squared. But what do I know? My velocity is 0, so it makes this entire thing 0. Right? Minus a half m. Remember, Vi is actually Vy squared. But what is my value for Vy squared? That's 64 minus 24 over m. 64 minus 24 over m. Right. We are only just dealing with what's on the right-hand side. That's the network done. So that means I'm going to have a half of m times 64, okay, which will give me 32. So I've got minus 32m. And if I multiply this to the other, so the m's cancel, and a half of 24 will give me 12. So which means this would be plus 12. Remember, a negative times a negative should give me a positive. Right, now this is what I have on the one side. Now please let's quickly check. What are the forces that are acting on this block as it goes up the incline? So I know we are not going to have an applied force. It means it will be frictional force, but that friction is also working together with the parallel component of gravity. Okay? Right. Now, remember what they also told us in this case, that there's a frictional force of 2 newtons. Okay? So which means when I'm looking at the net force, it is going to be friction, okay, plus parallel component of gravity. What we just need to keep in mind is that I'm going to take the sum of them, the vector sum of them, but remember they're opposing the direction of motion. So which means when I work them out, I'm going to say F net times delta x, the cos of 180, because my net force is opposing the motion, right? So what is my FG parallel in this case? It's going to be mg, the sine of 30 degrees. Okay? So that's m times 9.8 sine 30. Right, 9.8 sine 30. Sine of 30 is 1 over 2. So that will give me 4.9 m. That's FG parallel, right? Frictional force is 2. So I've got 4.9 m plus 2. The displacement is 5.03. This is the cos of 180. Okay. And so that gives me let's see, what would be the best way to go about this? It doesn't really matter. So 4.9 times 5.03. $4.647 minus another, sorry, that should be m minus, so remember I'm using a distribution law, right? So that's minus 10.06. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm sure that this goes without saying. I'm going to isolate all the m's together, right? Yeah, sometimes these devices can be a little bit frustrating. Right, so when you take it to the other side, I've got 32m minus 24.647 m, which is equal to 12 plus 10.06. Okay. So 7.353 m is equal to 20, yeah, that's 22.06. And we can divide both sides by 7.353. That should give us our value for m, which I do believe you now have gotten it. 7.353. Right, and I get a value of M to be 3 kilograms. And that is how the cookie crumbles. I hope that you got it. That was a really interesting question. And I did say, guys, so looking at all of these mechanic questions, right? I'm realizing that more and more, they are trying to make it even tougher in terms of those questions. So, and I hope that you will get, to practice more and more so that you can perfect the art of answering these questions. Now, let's go on to question number 6.